Braves with the Toronto Blue Jays coming in for a rare 5-game series. Dave O'Brien alongside Dennis Eckersley, Jerry Remy, and Garrett Austin. And on the positive side, Jackie Bradley Jr. is one of those productive batting cycles right now.
Yeah, well, right now, Jackie Bradley Jr. is in like a warm spell for him. Last couple of weeks hitting .292, as you see, and you know how bad it was before that. We rode these waves with Jackie his whole career here in Boston, but what recently has stood out about Jackie is facing left-handed pitchers, in particular left-handed fastballs. It started off at the beginning of the season, you know, opening day against Malone. He started off with a double off a fastball, and this has been going on all year long. We're kind of been following it. He's like 7 for 16, and this is a home run off Tanner Scott in Baltimore, where he hit 2 home runs, this being a fastball to left center field, a 2-run shot in that 9th inning. But it's been kind of outstanding with left-handed pitchers, in particular fastballs, hitting .438. And we've been riding these waves with Jackie. You know, he's held his own all year long. The hope is he can stay consistent.
Well, Bobby Dahlbeck is at first base tonight. He's gotten that major league debut out of the way.
Yeah, it's like a dress rehearsal day for Bobby Dahlbeck. And, you know, you look at his numbers from a year ago in Portland and Pawtucket, a total of 27 home runs and 73 RBIs. Now, he got his first major league home run and his debut on Sunday, and tonight gets to start at first base. Now, we know about Dahlbeck. He can play first base, he can play some third base, but this is a pretty good time to come up. You know, it's a lot less pressure right now, obviously, at Fenway Park without fans in the stands, and the fact that, you know, he can be comfortable and show them that he may be a guy that they're really interested in building around for the future.
Some hitting display by the Braves. Marcell Ozuna last night with 3 monster home runs. First 2 totally out of Fenway. The last one, a shot to center field. You don't see that every day. He's their DH coming up in just a moment. For a 3-game sweep. Let's give you a look now at the starting lineup of the Atlanta Braves. At the very top, it'll be Swanson, who's hitting .305. Then Freeman and Ozuna. Now with 11 home runs. Markakis is the cleanup man. Darno hitting 5th. Riley at third base. Duvall in right. Camargo at second. Inciarte in center field. Taking on the Red Sox starting pitcher, at least for an inning. Presented by PNC Bank, helping to make banking easier. And for the Sox, that is Robinson Leyer.
Little opener piece tonight for Leyer. We saw him in his debut the other night. Fastball slider, 95 on the fastball.
Here's the Red Sox defense presented by 5 Hour Energy. They have made 26 errors in 36 games. Rafael Devers will be at third base. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. Jose Peraza at second and Bobby Dahlbeck at first. Left to right, J.D. Martinez, Jackie Bradley Jr. and Alex Verdugo. Kevin Plawecki doing the catching.
Umpires tonight. Hunter Wendelstadt behind home plate. Vic Carapazza at first. Shearwater at second. Joe West takes over third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Compra2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Boy, has the weather improved dramatically. Lots of rain this afternoon, but that has, for the most part, cleared up. 69 degrees, cloudy skies over Fenway, but we are set to begin on time. Red Sox sending out Robinson Leyer for an inning, 27-year-old, getting his first start for Boston tonight. He's already made his major league debut and his first appearance out of the bullpen in this series. And Swanson will lead things off, hitting .305 with 5 home runs. Atlanta certainly looks like a playoff team, don't they?
That offense looks like a playoff team, and their bullpen, the starters, are another story.
Although they've gotten a couple of pretty good starts in this series. See how far that takes them. Swanson goes after the first one. They are an aggressive swinging team.
Yeah, Swanson has only walked 7 times on the season. He has struck out 40 times. And he swings a lot at that first pitch. Devers in tight at third base, even with the count 0-1. Just in case.
Swanson 3 out of 9 in the series. Atlanta running away and hiding last night 10-3.
High breaking ball there by Robinson. I like his shoes, though. Shoes are styling right now. That slider is not his best, but he swings through it.
Well, Robinson has pitched in the White Sox, the Reds, and the Seattle organizations before winding up with the Red Sox. 8 minor league seasons. He went 28-43. And he buries that one at 88.
No finesse here, kind of a full blast type of guy.
Yeah. Everything hard with the exception of that last pitch. The changeup that he tried, but fastball, breaking ball. We won't see him long tonight. 3 outs.
One and 2 on Swanson. Cut on and missed. That was pretty nasty. To strike him out, Swanson retired.
That's that put-away slider. The first one wasn't good. That one was really nasty. And he does him a favor, but full blast slider.
Sends up Freddie Freeman at 314 and a 15-game hitting streak. He was in the 8th inning last night. Turned out to be his final at bat. He had not had a hit yet. And he extended it with hit number 1 in the ball game, sitting 429 in the series. Ozuna on deck. What a night he had.
Freeman, he'll eyeball you a little bit. He'll take his walks. He's the whole package.
Yeah, he's one of the guys, a few guys in baseball, as I mentioned last night, that's walked more than struck out. 26 walks, 23 strikeouts.
Last 20 games, he's hitting about 400. He has been on fire. Man, the 0-1. That one rocketed. That's down for a hit, knocked down out in right field by Verdugo.
That's a sinking line drive, and I don't know how Verdugo knocked that down. He went to the backhand to knock it down. That ball was hit so hard and sinking so quick that Verdugo was in defense mode out there, very defensive, trying to knock this down and keep the ball in front of him. Well, if that gets by him, you're talking about 3 bases with no problem.
Freeman with those quick hands.
So 16 in a row. Freddie gets that hitting streak coming along in the very first at bat. And now Ozuna, 3 home runs last night. Tape measure shots, all of them.
He swung the bat. He never let a pitch go by last night almost.
He has hit 11 home runs now, batting .295. Been an all-star a couple of times.
He's had 1 at bat against Layer, and that's 0 for 1 against him. A couple of guys in this lineup have hit against him.
That was probably in the opener of the series, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a short history. Don't hang it.
(2-0). Time for your T-Mobile ticket to the game. Ozuna, his first career 3 home run game last night. First Brave to hit 3 home runs in a game since Matt Kemp did it in 17. 15th visiting player to hit 3 home runs at Fenway, first since Mark Teixeira, May 8th of 2010. And he enjoyed every minute last night.
He wasn't the only guy to hit 3 home runs last night in the game. Dickerson for the Giants in Colorado last night.
Yeah, also had 6 RBIs. But the biggest fireworks took place between the Yankees and Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
What new?
There were suspensions after that. And some fiery words from Kevin Cash. This is what happened last night.
Yeah, this is what you don't want to see. Look at this. That is, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Now, to me, that should be an immediate ejection from the ball game, and I'm stunned.
Look at this. Look at this. 101 mile an hour. Just missed his head.
Scary.
I mean, they didn't kick him out right then, but after the game, they said it was intentional. If you get suspended, that's what they think.
Yep.
So is his manager, Aaron Boone, cut on and missed.
That was really, really dangerous.
I mean, if he hit him in the head, this would have been awful. It would have been terrible.
Chapman was suspended 3 games for throwing at Mike Brasso, who, by the way, has reacted by crushing a home run early in the game tonight against the Yankees, and Tampa Bay leads 4-0. 3-2, and walked him. 96, but low, and it's 1st and 2nd.
The umpires have the ability to throw somebody out of the game if they think it's intentional. Immediately throw him out of the game, and that didn't happen last night. He was able to go on and finish.
Kevin Cash said it's absolutely ridiculous. It was mishandled, he said, by the Yankees. Certainly the pitcher on the mound, mishandled by the umpires. Somebody has to be accountable. The last thing I'll say is I got a whole damn stable full of guys who throw 98 miles per hour, period. So it's on.
They don't like each other.
They're chirping at each other.
Markakis will take a ball low.
The only person that knows if it's intentional or not is Chapman. Right?
Exactly.
He's the only one that really knows. Because you could say he's wild. But I'll tell you what, you look at that pitch right there, he looked like he was in total control of his body. It wasn't like he came out of his shoes.
I agree with you.
2 on, 1 out. Markakis hitting .344. And he'll fly that one to center field. Routine play for JBJ. And the runners have to stay put. And there are 2 down.
Be interesting to see if anything does go on in that game tonight in New York. Well, where are they playing? I think they're playing in New York. Yeah.
And we were talking about it last night before that game was ever played. The Tampa Bay has dominated the season series. They were 7-1 against New York before last night went to the Yankees.
That plays to New York, not really liking them. But for Chapman to do that's wrong.
No, I agree.
That is so wrong. It is so dangerous how hard he throws.
Yeah, that's not about ending a guy's season. That could be about ending a guy's life.
I'm telling you.
At 101.
When you're talking about heads, people go crazy, and for good reason.
Yeah.
Here's d'Arnaud, 325 with 4 home runs. Atlanta trying to get some right away.
It's the worst sound in the ballpark. I've seen it happen a number of times. Guys get hit in the head, and your whole body just drops when you hear it. It's horrible.
Well, he's been Atlanta's best man with runners in scoring position. He has Freeman and Ozuna on in the 1st inning, which has been such a difficult inning, obviously, for the Red Sox pitching staff to escape all season. Different starter used by the Red Sox this year. Robinson, Lair, just the 1 inning. And a righty with the 0-1 pitch. Couldn't hold up. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
This guy, I'm telling you, is full blast. He throws everything as hard as he can.
Yeah, he's got a good fastball, 95.
Yeah, and that slider, it's a hard slider.
Freeman aboard, Ozuna aboard. 0-2 pitch. Came right at him at 96.
I kind of like that. I haven't seen that all year. 0-2, go get him. Cross seam cheese. Had a good swing at it, too. I wouldn't have said that if he hit it out of the ballpark.
Plawecki took the brunt of that foul tip.
That's called first thinking.
Left it up 1-2 on d'Arnaud. Riley on deck for the Braves.
I think Lair is nervous as crazy out there because he's dropping baseballs. He actually started to go into his windup before he had a sign at one point about, I would say, maybe 6-7 pitches earlier.
Right-hander with a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. And he leaves 2 aboard in his 1 inning. Fenway, here's a look at the lineup brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. Verdugo at the top at 310. Then Devers, Bogarts. J.D. Martinez returning. He's in left field. Plawecki does the catching. Chavis the designated hitter. Jackie Bradley Jr. in center field. Bobby Dahlbeck at first base. And Peraza's at second. The man he'll take on tonight is Robbie Erlin.
Yeah, a little finesse left-hander with San Diego for a few years. This year, this is his 4th start. Every start, he's gone 4 innings. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, the Braves have made 20 errors in 35 games. It'll be Riley at third base, Swanson the shortstop, Camargo at second, and Freeman at first. Left to right, Markakis, Inciarte, and Duvall, and Dono doing the catching.
Verdugo to lead things off, and Alex at 310, 5 home runs. Good night last night, 2 for 5 with an RBI, and had a good series. Had a lot of good series.
Probably not going to see a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Finesse guy, curveball, changeup, almost like Tommy Malone, who they just got from Baltimore.
Did not pitch well in his debut with Atlanta. Still is the concern, do they have enough starting pitching to go all the way? Verdugo hitting .295 off lefties, and he'll take downstairs ball 4. Red Sox leadoff man on for Devers.
That's a tough stop. Nothing was really close.
All fastballs, but nothing close.
Yep.
So Raphael, 250. He's homered 6 times. Three for 7 so far in the series. Going the other way, he's going to find the gap, and that's down on the grass, the track, up against the wall. It bounces away from Inciarte. Here comes the run. Verdugo rounding, and he is in to score. And the Red Sox take the lead 1-0.
How about Raffy, man? First pitch curveball just flicks it into left center field.
Yeah, and a crazy hop off the boards, and that's going to allow Verdugo to score all the way from first base. That ball is outside by about maybe 4 or 5 inches still.
He has the plate coverage to be able to do that, take it into the gap, and now watch the crazy bounce. That's going to allow Verdugo to come all the way around and score. So instead of second and third, the Red Sox have the 1-run lead.
22 runs batted in for Raphael. 1-0 Boston, his 9th double. So the Red Sox make him pay for the walk right away. And here comes Xander Bogaerts at .298, 8 home runs, and a 5-game hitting streak. Red Sox have not had a lot of games where they got out in front. Certainly not many where they've gotten out in front by, 3 or 4 runs. Trying to build something against the left-hander.
Erlin has got 14 innings with Atlanta this year, 6 home runs. That's a problem.
J.D. Martinez returning to the lineup. He's on deck.
And topping out at 88 miles an hour. Kick him.
Loosening in the bullpen.
He's the bulk guy tonight. Want him to pitch the bulk of the innings moving forward. Another guy new to the Red Sox gets a shot tonight.
The new terms in baseball, the opener and the bulk guy.
Piggyback piece.
You know what I like? One new term I like? 7-inning game in the doubleheader. I like that one a lot. That one really strikes.
We'll find out soon about that.
Yeah, we sure will. Coming up on Friday, Red Sox play a twin bill with Toronto. Right here on Nesson. Here's the 3-0. And walked him on 4 straight, so his command is not good. He's walked 2 men.
When you're a finesse guy and you can't find the plate, we need a pitching coach is what you need.
Yeah, the other two pitches that pitched prior to him in the series, they came right after guys. He is not coming after anybody in the first 3 batters that he's faced.
The pocket schedule is presented by GMC. So Toronto coming in for 5 games. Single game tomorrow night, the Twin Bill Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Then a day off, and the Red Sox have another doubleheader in Philadelphia at 4 and 7, and another day off.
Kind of like that. Little off days. I'll suffer through a couple, doubleheader.
Sure, yeah. Make your plans for the next day. Martinez just 208 with 3 home runs. Been a tough year for JD. Even though it's been a short season, he'll take ball 1.
JD has worn out left-handed pitching. Not so much this year, but over 400 last year.
Now this guy should be right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, he's 278, 2 home runs for the season against lefties.
Look at that.
89, right down the middle.
That has bridged me all over it.
Martinez just 2 hits in his last 22. Devers at second, Xander Bogaerts at first. And he'll hammer that one down the line, but a foul ball. It's been a very strange season. Remember, he actually got out of the gate quickly, first couple of days of the season.
Yeah.
Took him a while to hit a home run, but doubles out of the gate.
And then he just crashed after that. Very, very strange 1-2 pitch.
How many games did he miss? 2?
Yeah, he's got that wrist taped, I believe, that he got hit on the other day.
Yeah, they took an X-ray, came up negative. And he's playing left field tonight. Has an RBI opportunity right here, and he'll step out.
Well, I say taped, but they have all these fancy things now that they put on. It's not taped.
When you played, it was just tape.
Just tape. Everybody was taped up.
There's a bullet. That one's going to be socked to the gap, to the base of the wall. That'll chase in Devers. Bogaerts to third, stopping there, and JD Martinez hit it right on the screws.
Yeah, he looked very good on that swing right there. I mean, that's JD Martinez getting a pitch right there. It looked like a changeup that he threw him that stayed inside, and he stayed back very well.
And was able to charge that ball toward the gap.
He pulled that changeup. Almost looked like a fastball. He threw it too hard and obviously in the wrong spot, and he pays for it. Double easy there.
So he did that with the compression material on him, not tape.
Compression material. Sounds very new age as Plawecki will pop this up. Drifting out Camargo. He'll make the catch. That is the first out in the inning. Red Sox at second and third, 2 runs home. And Chavis next. So tomorrow with Toronto coming to town, it'll be Martin Perez at 7:30 to go for the Red Sox against Walker, brand new to Toronto. And there's still 4 games after that in the series. There's not one starting pitcher named
For either team.
for either team, which is incredible.
That's been the theme of the whole year for the whole league.
TBA. A lot of TBAs over the weekend.
Amazing. Chavis 205 with a couple of home runs. Red Sox trying to jump out in front in a big way here against the lefty.
Boy, this guy's scuffling. They should air him out. They got 2. They can't let him off the hook.
Got a right-hander, Luke Jackson, quickly getting ready in the Atlanta pen. He's already walked 2, and he's allowed 2 doubles. Fouled off, 2-1.
Yeah, what to do now? Threw a bad changeup to JD. What's he going to do? Curveball? Gas again.
Yep, high fastball that time, 89 miles an hour, top of the strike zone. Fouled off by Chavis.
Ball's up out of the zone. No, up at the top of the strike zone. Can't get to it.
That's where they're trying to go with it, too.
Base hit could mean a couple. He's going to line that one to center field and hangs up for Inciarte. He'll make the catch. Tagging up Xander Bogaerts. He is in to score. RBI for Chavis. That makes it 3-0 Boston.
All right, man at third base. Just make some contact and get it in the air. Certainly deep enough that time to get that one-run home.
The Red Sox time again.
Yeah, they tried to go upstairs again, but that time he was on it. And he did what he's supposed to do. Get the ball in the air. Tagging at third, Bogaerts, he scores without a problem. Red Sox have a 3-0 lead.
Jackie Bradley Jr. checking in at 248, 2 home runs. Sits safely in 12 of his last 14. He actually has a 10-game hitting streak against Atlanta. It's going back a few years. A strike, and it's 0-2.
Erlin finally throws a breaking ball. There's a lot of fastballs. This is not a good one. The first one was a good one.
Yeah, that one's too high. But, I mean, it's a strike. But it's also a good pitch to hit.
JD at second with 2 down. Not tempting it up for Jackie Bradley. And 2-2. So for Erlin, it's been a long inning. Pitch number 25 here. And he struck him out, but the Red Sox get 3 right away. To you by the all-new 2020 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you. SubaruofNewEngland.com. DCU Digital Federal Credit Union. BuyAToyota.com. Toyota's website for deals. Berkshire Bank. All wallets welcome. And by William Ravis, the official real estate company of the Boston Red Sox. Great to have you with us tonight. Dave O'Brien alongside the Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley, Red Sox Hall of Famer Jerry Remy. I once purchased a ticket to the Hall of Fame. Had a wonderful time, great visit. In fact, very recently. Well, here comes Mike Kickham. First appearance for the Red Sox. We've said that a lot lately. Selected the active roster on Monday from the alternate training site.
It's been a long road back for Kickham to get to the big leagues.
Little sinker slider guy, doesn't throw hard.
Last appearance in the major leagues was 6 years ago. This one skied foul by Riley, out of play.
A lot of perseverance there by Kickham to be here.
We've been talking about the last couple of nights how long pitchers are able to stay around now in minor league baseball and get another opportunity. Never used to be that way.
Kickham has appeared in 14 major league games, all for San Francisco. But some time ago, tagged to right field, and that one's going to drop down. Verdugo trying to cut it. Does with a backhand. A runner heading for second. Riley will beat the throw and the tag. He's got a double.
Well, that was a nice throw there once again by Verdugo. Bang, bang play at second base. I thought he was going to be in safe easy. I think it's a little spinner on the outside corner. Once again, Riley can go the other way. He's done it the whole series. Did a triple over there the other night. Well, watch Verdugo get to this ball, hits the fence, throws a little one-hopper right there.
And he covers a lot of ground in the outfield. By the way, this is a 7-game hitting streak for Riley now after this double. And I think he was a little surprised how quickly that Verdugo got to that ball and had to slide into second base there to be safe. I think that would be a stand-up double. Goes to the backhand, braces himself against the wall, makes the throw. Not quite in time.
But still, I love the throw.
Yep.
Adam Duvall hitting just .229. He's in a slump right now, and he'll get a trickler foul. He's 3 for his last 26. And not afraid to punch out. Red Sox up 3-0.
If it wasn't for the beard, him and Riley would look like clones, wouldn't they?
They would.
Big, strong, right-handed hitters.
Duvall, the guy's been around a little bit and had success in the National League when he was with St. Louis, and that was going to be downstairs for a ball. 30 home run guy. Camargo on deck with Austin Riley at second. And a 1-2. He jumped all over that one. A high, deep drive and kissed this one out of Fenway. Duvall with his 6th home run of the season. He's not slumping any longer. That is a rude welcome to Boston.
He tried to slip a piece of cheese by him, and he took him to the bridge. No doubter.
Yep, Duvall with a 2-run homer.
Yep, fastball right there, inside part of the plate. He brought the hands in, got the barrel of the bat on the ball, and way up high over the monster. Very quickly, the lead for the Red Sox cut. And 2 batters.
So 3-2 Red Sox. That sends up Camargo 202 with 4 home runs. Cross for a called strike. He has him in a hole 0-2. Solid power up and down this lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. has not played in the series after tweaking a hamstring the other night, so we have not seen him.
He might be their best player that's not playing.
Yeah, he hit 41 home runs and stole 37 bases last year.
He's a great player.
And that's fun playing. Of course, I'd have fun playing, too, if I was that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's got to be great coming to the ballpark every day knowing you're going to do something really good.
I never felt that way. I might have looked like I felt that way, but I didn't.
We talked about that before. I never felt that way. From at bat to at bat.
1-2, hammered through for a base hit into left for Camargo. So that's 3 consecutive hits to greet Kickham.
Well, play NESN's real-time sports prediction game. Make your picks during select Red Sox games and compete to win cash prizes. Free to play, free to win. Create your own account before our next Predict the Game tomorrow at NESN.com/PredictTheGame. See official rules online for details. That has become very popular in the first couple of games that we've had.
I think people are enjoying that. In particular, what our research indicates they're enjoying is when one of you guys gives someone a tip that might help them win a couple of points.
Don't count on us. We just throw stuff out there and get lucky sometimes.
Jerry's Johnny analysis, always. Anything comes up, he's ready. He got into it. A couple of questions.
Yeah. I think it will be fun. It's different. Some brand new. Inciarte will check his swing. 85 up and in. Now, are you going to tell me, Rem Dog, that when you were hitting in 19 consecutive games,
I wasn't happy.
You were not a happy guy?
I was
Listening
happy.
to Oogie Boogie, whoever it was. Remember
Yeah,
that?
no, I was happy when the game was over and I had some hits and we won. But
You turn on your music,
yeah,
right?
I turned it on the way to the ballpark.
Okay, got you going.
It gets you going, yeah. But no,
Superstitious.
I mean, we've talked about this before. I think Eck and I both agree we lived on the edge, with every single game that we played in.
Yeah.
I've always said I wish I would have enjoyed playing baseball more than I did.
But you have to sell being confident.
Exactly.
You do. You have to sell it.
Yep.
Rolled over in a foul ball. It's just amazing to me. And I get the playing on the edge thing. And I can, know you guys well enough that I get you needed to be someplace, psychologically in order to perform. But there had to be moments where you win 20 games or save 50 games. You have a 19-game hitting streak on a team that won almost 100 games.
But it's almost like you're waiting for the hammer to drop.
Yeah.
That's the way I always felt about it. You feel good when you're going through it, but when you know eventually it's going to stop, and you're wondering what day is that going to be. It's the same way with winning and losing.
Inciarte will pop that one up. Plenty of time for Martinez to get under. First out of the inning. Time for an injury update. Let's go to Guerin.
Jerry, before the game, we heard from Ron Renicky, and he said that Nathan Eovaldi played catch today, and it was very encouraging. Now, they're hopeful that he'll be able to throw a bullpen tomorrow. Now, Renicky did say that they don't think Eovaldi will be able to start on Saturday, but they'll have a better idea of when that date will be after his bullpen tomorrow. And we also heard from Martin Perez. He said no issues with his blister. He is ready to go tomorrow. So, guys, good news. It'd be nice to get them both back in the rotation.
Well, you look at a guy like Martin now and the season that he's had for the Red Sox, and I know people look at the pitching staff collectively and they think one thing, but that's a guy you can look at for next season with a spot in that rotation.
Well, I agree. And it's short money, and he's shown that he can pitch.
Yeah, I would put him, in a perfect rotation of a 4 or 5 guy.
But for the life of me, Eovaldi can't stay healthy to save his life, can he? It's always something.
I'm sure he's incredibly irritated with that. Swanson will jump on this one, headed high up to the monster, and that ball, leaping catch. Jackie Bradley Jr. with a magnificent play as he went rising up there at the base of the wall and made a great catch.
Boy, he is a highlight film. I mean, he really is. You put together a package of his catches. I mean, right up against the wall. He has the ball before he crashes into the wall. He's able to hold on to it.
He's there in time. And to time that leap.
For him, that's just a routine play for him.
Oh, it truly is. I mean, he knows he's there. He knows where the ball's going to end up. He gets there and has time to make that jump. It's knowing the ballpark, too.
Oh, yeah. And you're right. I mean, for him, as he's talked about catches he's made over the years, he's like, yeah, you guys make too big a deal of it.
Yeah.
Not that great a play. And then sometimes he'll say, what we thought was a fairly average catch, you'll go, now this was way more difficult than anybody realized.
Yeah.
And it's probably because the ball was knuckling or something like that. Freddie Freeman 1 for 1 with a single. Red Sox on top by 1. And a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Another one that rolls through. That's going to put runners at first and third. Camargo safely down at third, and the base hit by Freeman, who is 2 for 2.
A C&I ground ball up the middle, playing him to Bull. Once again, a little spin ball down the middle. Didn't hit it all that well, but still base hit for Freeman. 2 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly crushed. It was just good direction by Freeman. Up the middle, and Camargo goes on his way to third base.
Now Red Sox with a conference on the mound. Mr. Kickham is not missing many bats. A double, a home run, a single, and now another single. There's been a terrific catch by Jackie Bradley Jr. in there, too.
Not a lot of sharp breaking balls, mediocre, velocity, dislocation a little bit, but hasn't got a lot to work with. Tomorrow at 7, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. We'll preview the 5-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union.
Well, now he has to square off against Ozuna, who walked in the first inning. There are 2 out.
87 in there for a strike.
This guy's so hot. You throw him something out over the plate, spinning, he might crush it.
Some history for him last night. That 3-home run game was the first such game by a National League player in Fenway Park history.
The ball he hit to center field was only 430, but I swear that's one of the hardest balls I've seen hit up there.
You get a back wall job up there. You crushed it.
Through for a base hit. In to score is Camargo. And so much for the Red Sox lead tonight. It quickly disappears, and this game is tied 3-3.
You're waiting for somebody to hit a bullet, and you got 2 base hits, little C&I jobs, both of them. It's part of the game.
Yeah, against the shift, he finds an open hole on the breaking ball right there and drives in a run. He's driven in now 30 runs on the season. See nobody on that side of the infield. Red Sox obviously into a shift against Ozuna.
I believe he's going to be a free agent.
Based on what I'm looking at, he can do some damage.
Markakis will look at a strike. He is 0 for 1 to fly to center. Might be a very good time for Mr. Ozuna to be a free agent when this season's over. First and third with 2 gone. A strike on the corner. Markakis hitless last night. He is 3 for 8 in the series. And the 0-2 pitch from the left-hander. Line back, and he catches it, and that retires the side, but they get 3 right back. 3-3 game. As we go to the bottom half of the second inning at Fenway, Atlanta 3 and the Sox 3. Delighted to have with us longtime Red Sox catcher, outstanding catcher, now the Paw Sox hitting coach, Rich Gedman, joining us. Rich, great to have you with us, and where are you tonight?
I'm at home. The girls set up my couch and pictures in the background. It kind of looks like it could be an office. Kind of neat.
Very
really
nice.
Good job.
Yeah, very nice. You're like that's my house too. Everyone else does the decorating, and I'm the one that's happy with it. But I got to ask you a little bit about this situation with the alternate site, because you're there. We reference it all the time. What is that like? What's it like for players? What's it like for you?
Well, I mean, it's baseball. It's baseball as we know it at the moment. You have guys out there just preparing. We play scrimmage games every day. Guys work on their ground balls and fly balls and getting their swings both live and in the cage. Just working on their routines, keeping their stuff together, and just waiting for a call to be able to help in any way we can.
You know, Richie, I know you're the hitting coach down there, but you know pitching, and I think everybody's curious about the young pitching in this organization. What have you seen from young pitching, and how close are they, some of these guys?
Well, it's really impressive. We usually don't get to see the young guys until a couple years down the line. So we have a couple of them already. Like Tanner Houck, he's a really good arm, and he's got a couple different pitches, and he's 95, 96, and so you get excited about it. You're going, hey, this is great, and then you're going, we can't just bring these guys to bring these guys. They have to be ready to go there, and I think they're gaining valuable experience, and just you want them to, when they get an opportunity, be ready to go. So they're as ready as they can be. And I think whenever the Red Sox want to use the people down there, they can.
Richie, I got a question for you. You're a hitting coach, obviously, and teaching hitting in today's game is going to be much different than when you played the game. I mean, we're seeing a lot more high fastballs. It's going to be a different chore for you than what you used when you were coming to the big leagues and in the big leagues.
Well, I think we have a lot more technology available to us. We certainly have scouting reports. We have video available. So our guys actually kind of know what they're going to get. Well, I think what we notice sometimes is we're trying to match people up to who we're playing against to give them the best chance to succeed. But like I said, they're using all kinds of things. Not like I said, the video, and we have machines that are telling us how, exit velocities and things like that. And it's really pretty interesting the way they do it. Still, when push comes to shove, Jerry, somebody's throwing the ball 100 miles an hour. You really don't have a whole lot of time to be thinking about what he might be doing or what he's trying to do. You got to just be in a good position to react. So I think we spend an awful lot of time putting guys in the best position we can to get off a good swing.
Richie, I was wondering, baseball's coming back to Worcester. I mean, you're a Worcester boy. You got to be excited about, them having the big ballpark there. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's really pretty cool for, New England itself. Growing up in Worcester and thinking, gosh, we're going to have a AAA stadium. We're talking about seeing the future Red Sox players come through there. It's really great for the city. And certainly to think it's there, there's a lot of times growing up, you'd sit there and you'd go, well, we have a airport with no planes. We have a train station with no trains. And all that's changed. They've really done some wonderful things that, the people that are running the city, the people that are involved in the state, that have found a way to bring, and even the owners of the Pawtucket Red Sox have found a way to bring baseball to Worcester. And let's face it, Worcester is the center of New England. It's a place that baseball should be, and certainly it should be a Red Sox franchise. And so it's really great that they have it. And I'm sure the people of New England, or certainly the people of Worcester, are very proud of what's going on there in Central Mass at the moment.
Now, Getty, I know that Eck wouldn't ask you this question, but tell me about catching Eck.
We'll do that when we come back from this commercial break. Little tapper back to the hill. And that'll do it. Tied 3-3. Top half of the third inning here at Fenway. Darno will lead things off. Delighted to be joined by Rich Gedman, longtime Red Sox catcher. And, Rem, you were asking about catching the Eckmeister.
Yeah, Eck would never ask that question. I know you guys got some history together. Tell me about it, Getty.
Well, I was just thinking today of some of the questions you might ask, and I thought maybe that would come up. And, it was 40 years ago this month that I caught my first game in the big leagues, and it was on my 21st birthday, and Eck was a starter. So I think after maybe a first inning or second inning homer, I think that was the only hit that Eck gave up. So I thought maybe I would be his personal catcher for the rest of his career.
It was a beautiful thing. I'll never forget it. I mean, we're forever connected, Ged.
Well, you were really good to me, Eck. I always appreciate that, and Jerry as well. I was pretty fortunate to be around guys like you, and you guys really took care of me, and I appreciate it. You showed me the right way.
Well, Rich, I got to ask you about, Dennis Eckersley at that point, he gives up one hit in that game, but what was it like meeting Eck and getting to know him, not only as a teammate, but as a person at that time? Because, he's changed a lot over the years. He's the first one to admit that. He
was very welcoming to me. I was just a kid. He'd been there before, and he basically was an ear to talk to. I felt like we had a connection. I don't know why. He probably thought I was a fly, just kept bothering him all the time. Days when pitchers actually used to shag in the outfield, and I'd go find him and start talking to him because he seemed like the only guy that would talk to me. That way, I mean, I hate to say it. It's funny, but it's not funny. But like I said, he was good to me. I felt like we had a connection. I don't think I've ever caught anybody that had better control than he had. And he certainly had a fierce desire to find a way to win. And, pretty impressive what he did after he left us. Not only did he show us the ropes, but he did some things in his life where he got his career turned around to where it's pretty special, become a Hall of Famer, and and certainly being a Red Sox announcer and just all around a great person. Certainly a wonderful player when he was a player, and really good teammates. So
Yeah,
pretty lucky.
You're a sweetheart, Rich. I tell you, I'm proud of the career that you've had, and you've had so many connections with so many pitchers over the year. Roger probably has to stand out as one of the special guys in your life too.
Well, I mean, that 86 team, with Hursty and pretty good connection together. And let's face it, when your team succeeds, you think that, the catcher has a lot to do with it. But I was around some really, really good people and some really good pitchers. And, Stanley was on that team too. And even, coming up through the organization with him and how special he was to be around. And so all those guys were good to me. I came up with Hursty through the minor leagues, and, you kind of develop a bond. It was kind of neat that a lot of those guys came through the organization, and we got a chance to do all that stuff together. So that really made it special. Hard to do today, though.
Getty, I remember the days when we were back in the batting cage, the old dusty, dirty batting cage in center field, spending hours and hours working on our craft. I'll never forget those days.
Hey, those are special times, Jerry, no question. And we certainly had a wonderful man that was there with us every day, in Walter. And for people who don't know who we're talking about, Walter Iniak, probably one of the most influential people in my baseball career. And there's not too many times I don't think about him when I'm out there. So, and I know he helped a lot of us become the players that we were, and gave us a chance to play a lot longer than we probably should have. So shout out to a pretty special guy, and sometimes unnoticed, that's for sure.
Rich, you're very kind to spend the time. It's delightful to hear from you. Continued success. We will see you in person one day very soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you, fellas.
Thanks,
Great talking with you.
Thanks, Richie.
Xander Bogaerts taking a ball here in the bottom of the third. We're tied up 3-3 at Fenway. Bogaerts, Martinez, Plawecki. Braves, their last night in town. They're trying to sweep the series. 1-1. Xander walked and scored in the first. Red Sox got 3 right away, including doubles by Devers and Martinez. Off the end of the bat, he popped it up into short right. Out goes Freeman, overcomes Camargo for the catch, 1 away. So J.D. Martinez for his second at bat. RBI double in the first for J.D. Some sad news in baseball tonight. The great pitcher, the Hall of Famer Tom Seaver, passed away on Monday from complications of Lewy body dementia and COVID-19. He passed peacefully at his home.
Oh, that is so sad.
Yeah, very sad. Great fella, an amazing competitor and pitcher. Great tribute to the game of baseball.
Dave, you knew him very well. You worked with him.
Yeah, he's a terrific friend. Shot to center field, backing up, and Ciarte to the track, and he's got it. Yeah, Tom and I worked together. I was fortunate to call him my partner for 3 years on Mets television, the weekend package in New York, and got to know him very, very well personally. He was out to his home, which was also his vineyard, which was his great passion after baseball, along with his family, to make wine, and makes great wine. And
that is so sad. That is so sad. I mean, you could argue he might be the greatest right-handed pitcher ever lived.
Tom was 75 years old, so too soon.
Too soon.
Plawecki is 0 for 1. He has popped up to second. And he will pop up again. Duvall there in right.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC, Jim, and Steve will break down the game, and you'll hear from Robinson Lear and Ron Renicky, who at WB Mason.
Robinson going 1 inning as scheduled tonight in his first start for the Red Sox. That was the game plan. He did allow a base hit, and he walked a man, but did not give up a run. This one tied up 3-3 in the 4th inning. And the Braves to bring up Camargo, Inciarte, and Swanson. Atlanta 3 games up inside their division over surprising Miami and Philadelphia. And Camargo tonight with a base hit, and he has scored a run. Big cut, and he fouled that one straight back. We mentioned this last night that the Red Sox had really had their way for a long time in series against Atlanta, winning 15 straight series.
They played it, they were like a rival, right? That's how they used to match up.
Nice play here by Devers. Sprawling gets up and guns and gets him, and Camargo's gone, 1 away.
I don't want to jinx Raphael, but his defense has really come along over the last few weeks. He got off to a very, very difficult start, but he's made some very good plays, diving to his left that time, up to the throwing position, and makes a good throw to first base. Excellent jump on that ground ball. That ball was hit well. Like he's in a little crouch right there, getting a little bit lower than I thought he was at the beginning of the season, starting lower, and I think that helps out, especially down at third base.
Red Sox flash a little bit of leather tonight. Inciarte will take a ball. Red Sox had been unbeaten in their previous 15 series against the Braves, but had only lost 3 of those, and only had 3 of those series tied. They had won 12 of them, so it really dominated in there for a called strike. Atlanta had last won a series against the Sox in 04.
A lot of cutters, sliders, spinning the ball a lot.
Little trickler here to Peraza. 2 down.
Fenway Park isn't the same without our fans, especially our loyal season ticket holders. Our season ticket holder of the game is Bob Mann from Boston, Mass., a season ticket holder since 1988.
Top of the order here in Swanson, who has fanned. He's also flied out to center. And lefty looking for a quick inning. He had one in the 3rd after being roughed up in the 2nd. Freddie Freeman on deck. Base is empty, 2 down. Red Sox still have another series to come against Atlanta. The last days of the season, last 3 games, will be in Georgia. Fast Speed Plays brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the return of live sports.
This ball off the bat, I thought had a chance to get out of here, but Jackie makes a great play. Gets there, leaps, gets the ball back in. Once again, sort of routine for Jackie.
You got quite a reputation when you can call that play a routine play. And
Really?
that's exactly what it is for him.
A good count here for Dansby Swanson. who can hit it out of the ballpark, too, and foul that one at the plate.
3-1 cutter, I think. That's what it is. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell between the slider and the cutter. Not a real big difference in either pitch.
Just a little spin. The ball's just spinning.
Yeah, I think that was a slider.
Freeman next, if it gets that far. Three-two pitch. Popped up. Shallow right, approaching Verdugo. Another good inning. Bottom of the fourth inning. Atlanta 3 and the Red Sox 3, and Chavis swinging away and missing for strike one against Erlin. The Red Sox knocked around a bit in first inning. He did not have very good command. He walked two men. The Sox took a 3-0 lead, but the Braves fight back.
Yeah, he's found his way a little bit the last couple of innings, mixing it up.
And his 1-1.
Couple curveballs, high fastball. See if he goes upstairs again.
Jackie Bradley on deck.
Back to the curveball. Wow.
Lost the handle on that a bit.
I'd say that was just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That was brilliant analysis.
Andrew Triggs loosening in the Sox pen, another brand new name.
Just recalled today from the alternate site.
2-2 tap. Pitcher's got it. Erlin a little off balance. Bounced it and held by Freeman to get the out. One away. Let's go to Garrett Austin.
OB, Jackie Bradley Jr. has hit safely in 12 of his last 14 games, and I was talking with hitting coach Tim Hires, and he said Bradley started the season on fire, but then he really suffered a setback with that wrist issue, and he said he really thinks that was bothering Jackie more than he was letting on, but he is a gamer. But he said he sat out a couple games, and ever since he's been back, he has been on a tear. He said he's been handling the ball up better, and when he stays direct with the swing path and his hands and his wrists are healthy, guys, he said he's good to go.
Okay, Garrett, thank you very much. Well, he struck out in the first inning, but came in swinging a good bat with a 3-game hitting streak and 292 in his last 14.
I really do think he had a wrist problem for a while.
Oh, yeah.
He really did.
It happened down in Tampa Bay. That was a while ago. I remember him going to the dugout and grabbing the wrist, his glove wrist, and his left hand. And just kind of, I poo-pooed it a little bit, but obviously that's something that's bothered him for a long time.
Well, appears to be over it. So far, 2 home runs for Jackie on the year. Here's the 2-1 from the lefty. High fly ball out there to center field. Looking up, they are to the wall. And that ball is going to rattle around in the seats. It is gone. A home run for Jackie Bradley Jr., number 3, to put the Red Sox in the lead 4-3.
Another left-handed pitcher, Bradley Jr., takes deep. This ball gets high up off the bat. Skied that ball. I didn't know if it was going to get out of here or not. Catches the seats.
Well, he's had some quality at bats against lefties. There's that cross-seam fastball again. And that's the pitch that he has been hitting very well off left-handed pitches, that four-seamer.
Isn't it amazing? We did something about that before the game, talking about left-handed pitchers with fastballs. He was hitting 438 off, and the beat goes on with left-handed fastballs. It just got in, hit the top.
Right on the shelf.
Red Sox first home run brought to you by Audi, so it barely got out. Erlin from the hill will lob on to get him. Peraza retired. Actually, Dahlbeck retired, and that's 2 down. Speedway will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox home run. All donations raised will stay local to support Boston Children's Hospital.
That wasn't a 95-mile-an-hour fastball like Tanner Scott's was.
Right.
But still, once again, great swings off left-handed pitching.
Peraza 0 for 1, whiffed in the second inning. Red Sox up 4-3. Jose down to 230. Another guy who got off to a pretty decent start, but he's tailed off here in the last few weeks.
Peraza thought that ball was a little bit out of the zone high.
Verdugo on deck. Here's the 0-2. Jose looking for that first home run. Not a big part of his game, but makes very good contact normally, and that's outside. He struck out just 13 times coming into tonight. Erlin working pretty quickly. You walked 2 men in the first inning.
It's the 7th home run Erlin's given up last 18 innings.
Red Sox back in the lead. 3-2 pitch. High fly ball. That went into center field. And Ciarte will make the catch. Side retired, but JBJ.
NESN After Hours. We'll have a full coverage of Boston Bruins head coach Bruce Cassidy's end of the season press conference. NESN After Hours is presented by People's United Bank. The technology is as helpful as the people.
Well, that was a tough way to end, huh?
Yeah.
High expectations for the Bees. Such an outstanding regular season, but landing with a thud. Jackie Bradley Jr. with a home run. Putting the Red Sox back in the lead. Andrew Triggs now. You look at his numbers 2 years ago with Oakland. 3-1 in 9 starts. A lot of guys getting an opportunity now. We'll see who takes advantage as Freeman bats. He's 2 for 2. Pair of singles for Freddie, then Ozuna and Markakis. So very difficult part of the order for any pitcher. And smoke the other way, foul.
A little crossfire there for Triggs.
Yeah, a little bit similar to Bryce, his release point.
Freeman extending his hitting streak to 16 in a row with a first inning base hit. Last night he waited till his last at bat to keep that streak coming along. Got it out of the way right away in the first inning tonight.
They call that throwing against your body, across your body, right?
Oh, totally. His stride is way to the right.
Yeah.
And he comes across. Has to almost yank it to get it there.
And Triggs with a 1-2 into the dirt.
Little slider, it never got there. Looks like he'd be a lot more tougher on right-handed hitters from where he steps.
And he's stepping toward the dugout area.
Cracked on a line, but that'll be a foul ball. Up into the State Street Pavilion. Two to Freeman. In there for strike 3, froze him.
It's not easy to do, strike out Freeman. Little pair of shoes for Freeman. Little crossfire, catches the inside corner. Nicely done.
Lexus is making a pledge to strike out hunger. Every time a Sox pitcher strikes out an opponent, Lexus will donate $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Ozuna has walked, and he's also singled in a run. He looks at ball 1. Red Sox trying to be careful with him and keep it away from that power zone, which was really on display last night. Drove in 6 runs. His second home run last night was the 1,000th hit of his major league career. Line drive and a catch by Bogaerts, 2 down.
I'll tell you what, that ball that's middle in to Ozuna, he hits hard. That ball was hit hard, very, very hard, and Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop, makes a back pedal a couple of steps after catching the line drive.
Brace yourself.
Yeah.
Markakis next. He's 0 for 2. His next double will tie the great Rickey Henderson for 57th on the all-time doubles list. Only 3 active players have more. Pujols, Cabrera, and Cano. So he is in fine company. Fly that one foul out of play.
He knows to step like that as a pitcher. Remember Jared Weaver?
Yes.
Remember? He stepped
with the Angels.
Threw across his body. Like,
yes.
Wow.
Yep. You almost look at him like an arm injury waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, 2. Buried it. Almost got him. Almost hit him on the foot.
I heard some skin there somewhere. Yeah, slider, misfire slider.
I think it might have been Plawecki. I took it off the arm. Yeah, you can see that arm tucked under his body. Ooh.
Got him on the wrist.
Yep.
Home plate umpire usually takes this opportunity to clean off home plate. And Hunter Wendelstedt has been well trained.
Says, you all set? He says, yep, I'm ready to go. Gonna clean it a little bit more.
You could eat off that plate now.
Yeah.
Professional courtesy.
Never knew that stuff was going on when I was a kid growing up watching baseball, but it goes on.
Still grimacing back there. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Markakis. In there to catch him looking, and another good inning out of the Red Sox bullpen. StatCast is powered by Google Cloud.
Well, Verdugo's got very good speed. You're going to see this from first base scoring on that ball in the gap. Verdugo coming around second base. His first to home in 10.94 seconds. Major league average 11.12. Good speed for Verdugo. Had no problem scoring on that ball by Devers. And Verdugo having a good night, a walk and a double. Scored that run.
We keep saying this every night, but this kid has really had a nice year.
He really has. He's been steady right from the beginning.
Opened up a lot of people's eyes.
And he'll tag that one for a base hit. So he's 2 for 2 with a walk tonight.
That's what impresses me, is the way he handles left-handers. He really does. He has no give at all.
This breaking ball stays in there and hooks it.
I mean, that's a tough pitch. That ball's away from him. But he's able to stay on it, hook it, keep the shoulder in, keep the head in, and pick up that base hit between first and second.
So he's hitting around the same against lefties and righties.
Yeah, I mean, he can handle them.
Everything's going swimmingly for him.
We haven't heard that one in a
That's
week.
why I brought it out.
Rafi Devers with an RBI double. He's also grounded back to the pitcher. You know, you read a lot about a guy, you read scouting reports, you read other people's opinions, and then he starts playing, and in his case, it's like, well, his game is so multifaceted, more so than I thought.
Yeah, I would agree with that, 100%.
I don't think anybody knew this was the whole package.
No. You know, and I was anxious for spring training because I was anxious to see him play. I heard different things about him in the National League. I really did. And I wanted to see for myself, make my own judgment. That didn't happen. He was hurt. Now we're seeing it in real time.
You know, and then you see him, and he hasn't done anything yet. And he's got this, you know, personality. You're saying, come on, you know, what can you do, really? But for me, what's impressive is in this environment, that the energy that he brings,
Still has,
you know what I mean? This team is not playing well, and this guy's playing as hard as he can play.
That's the way he's supposed to be doing.
Right.
Yep, every at-bat, every defensive play, no matter where they play him,
Rafi Devers drove in his 22nd run in the first inning. He'll foul that one off. Red Sox up 4-3. The difference in the game, a Jackie Bradley Jr. home run in the fourth inning. It landed on the top shelf on the green monster and then bounced into the monster seats. And a 2-2. Hammered into the hole for a base hit. Verdugo up to second base, and he puts on the brakes. So the Red Sox have something brewing here. First and second, nobody out.
I'm surprised he didn't try to go to third on that. He probably didn't get a good jump. Ball right behind him, and the hook is out.
Ryan Snitker is going to go to O'Day, the Submariner. He'll be brought in right here. For more here in the fifth inning. Time to see who's been driving the ball, presented by Toyo Tires, the official tire of the Boston Red Sox. And Rafi Devers, last 13 games, hitting a hefty .352, and he has driven in 16 runs.
It's just a matter of time before he's going to hit, because he can hit, and he didn't see it very well the first couple of weeks, but he's turned it on.
Well, 2 for 3 tonight. They knocked the Atlanta starter out of the ball game. And here comes O'Day, who can be very tough to hit, as you can see there, with a .139 batting average against him.
Little sinker slider, 86 fastball, but funky delivery.
Xander Bogaerts has walked and scored and popped up 2 on, and nobody out. Red Sox trying to keep Atlanta from sweeping here at Fenway. And in there for strike one. Xander looking to make it a 6-game hitting streak. Back to the 18th of August. He's hitting .360. Tops on the club with 8 home runs. Going to fly that one into left field, backing up Markakis. He'll make the catch, and the runners have to stay put at first and second.
Catch a condensed 2-hour version of this Red Sox game at 12:30 a.m. on Sox and 2, brought to you by Bigelow Tea, the official hot tea of the Red Sox.
Now, Jerry, you get home a little bit earlier than both Eck and I on your drive home, because it only takes you about 5 minutes to get home.
A little bit more than that, yeah.
5 or 10.
Yeah, depends on the lights.
Could take us over an hour given time, which sometimes I arrive home just in time to see the Sox in 2 in the beginning and catch you guys at work.
I'm sleeping.
Rev Dog is already out. He's already been out for an hour. We're 2. JD Martinez, an RBI double. He's also fly to center. 1 man gone. Sox trying to add on. He'll flare that one into right field. That drops down for a hit. Verdugo rounding third. Here's the throw to the plate. He will dive in safely. RBI for Martinez, his second of the ball game. Red Sox open up a 5-3 lead.
Martinez gets fisted right here. A little slider that he caught. Kind of a hanger. Stayed right inside. See him get the barrel. Got the label a little bit. Fought it off. Just dunked it in out there.
Yeah, he deserves a couple of those hits like that. Verdugo almost slowed up a little bit on the way home, but then he had to pick it up again for that head first slide.
Yeah, a little Superman piece at the end here.
See him slow down for about 2 steps. He thought he had it easy. He did have it easy after the head first slide.
So he scores for the second time. 2 RBIs for JD, who now has 17 for the year. Plawecki looking to keep it rolling now. Red Sox with 3 hits in the inning. First and third with 1 out. And a strike. Been a good season as the backup catcher with the bat for Plawecki. Hitting .333.
No home runs yet. Got a piece of it. 0-2.
High fastball from underneath. Very deceiving.
Yeah, it looks harder than it actually is.
Devers at third, Martinez at first. Sox trying to build a big inning.
Like a rise ball that time.
Yeah.
Top of the strike zone. Lucky able to foul it off. Now, people say that the ball does not rise. I got to believe that that ball does rise. I mean, it starts down around your ankles, right?
It can't help but go up.
It's
He's
gotta
starting
go up.
down low.
Yeah.
Down he goes, strike three. So 2 away for the Sox in the 5th.
And he spins that little slider. Just a little slider. Little spin job. Never gets there.
Yeah. Inside corner to outside corner.
Brings up Chavis, who's in an 0 for 11. He's due to hit one a long way. Michael with 2 home runs on the season, first and third. And he'll take a ball outside. New opponent in tomorrow. Red Sox get back inside the division against the Toronto Blue Jays, who are thinking about postseason play. Big series for the Blue Jays. 5 games, including the doubleheader on Friday. The season ended today, they would be a playoff team. Called strike.
Upper left quadrant. I thought it was a ball up, out, over.
I thought that was a little bit out of the quadrant.
Yep, I thought it was high.
A ball, a strike on Chavis, tonight's DH. Foul tip to the mid. Jackie Bradley, who has a home run tonight, waiting on deck, hoping for an opportunity to bat here in the 5th.
Set of signs put on by Darnold that his infielders, just in case there's a steal attempt at first base, what he's going to do with the baseball.
Takes a long time to deliver, O'Day.
All day, O'Day. 1-2. Well, this is the magic number for the Red Sox this year. 5 runs. When they score 5 or more, they're 11-6.
Now, Ron Renicky was talking about that this afternoon in his Zoom meeting with the media about being ahead late in games. He says much easier to manage. He says, I know exactly where I'm going to, the guys I'm going to.
Yeah. When he only has a couple innings, swung on and missed for strike 3. Red Sox get another run.
A jackpot of $50,000 for the 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings this season. Proceeds will benefit the Foundation's core programs and partners, including the Demick Center. Fans in Massachusetts who are over 18 can buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 now through the 8th inning of game on September 6th. See official rules for more information.
You're getting the long ones this year, huh?
Yeah.
The novels.
You can't hurry up that either.
No, you can't. And take your time and pace yourself. Red Sox up 5-3 here in the 6th inning. Atlanta bringing up Travis d'Arnaud to lead things off. He's gone 0 for 2. Diving effort, but that's a seeing eye single right between Devers and Bogarts, and d'Arnaud is on with a base hit.
Well, you can't place that any better, can you? Talk about seeing eye. That's exactly what that is.
You got 2 guys trying to get it, and neither guy can get it.
Topspin ground ball. It's going to go right by Devers in the dive and the slide of Bogart. You got two guys flying around trying to catch a ground ball.
Knock down that hockey puck, man. My goodness.
I used to love that.
In tight against Riley, who has doubled and scored and grounded out.
You know, we were talking earlier about, Eck and I playing and how, sometimes we didn't. I'm curious on your end. You do baseball, you do football, you do basketball, you've done soccer. Do you get nervous before games?
I do. I get a little bit, I guess I get that sense of anticipation. I guess you'd call that nervousness, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing, to be on a little bit of an edge, because if you get too relaxed doing anything,
I agree.
It's not good.
I get nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, this is like baseball.
Yeah.
For me, this is, you could make a mistake.
A big mistake.
You can make a big mistake.
And it's all over.
Yeah.
Some have.
Yeah.
So you better pay attention.
Yeah.
But there's that edge, though. You need that.
Is it the same thing for both of you guys as when you played? That sense of...
I think it's similar.
It is?
I think it's similar.
Line shot here into left field. That hangs up, and J.D. will make the catch. Darno back to first.
I think the easier thing is to put the game away after. I think, I get nervous before every single game because I want to do a good job. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to miss something. Then when the game's over, it's easier for me to put that game away than it was when I played.
Well, to me, if you don't have that edge, you're not going to be as good as you can be.
Exactly.
You have to be nervous, to me, to be as good as I can be, because all your senses are working. They just are, and that's the price you pay to be, as good as you can be.
Duvall takes one inside, runner at first and one down. I think it's right before that red light goes on, right?
Yeah, you've done a lot of big events, huge events, and I would think the feeling would be the exact same thing.
Yeah. I wonder, because, when you're doing what you guys did for so long physically, and you've got to be right there on that razor's edge, you're facing guys, Jerry, in your case, throwing 99 miles an hour, and you're facing guys who can hit the ball 500 feet, and you have to bear down and grind. The great thing I would imagine about this job is you can relax a little bit, and enjoy what you're watching.
Yes and no, I would say, from my point of view.
I knew that was coming. Swinging a high fly ball into left. Martinez turning, and that is into the seats for a home run. That's number 2 for Duvall. And that is a 2-run homer to tie the ball game at 5.
This whole series, it's either Riley or Duvall. Take your pick, and now tonight it's Duvall, 2 home runs. I thought this ball may not leave the yard. Is that a spinner? What is that? It's got to be a little slider that doesn't do anything. He goes out and gets it, hooks it, gets it up in the air, and it's Fenway Park, and this guy is strong, and this is a 2-run shot.
Well, we got a ball game.
Atlanta flexing some muscle, tying it at 5-5 here in the 6th inning. Now Camargo has gone 1 for 2 and was robbed on a great play by Devers at third in the 3rd inning, and he'll take ball 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you, getting back to being nervous and being alive, there's nothing like baseball, and even though when you look back at it now, to be as nervous as you are to play the game and to be as good as you can be, and that's totally being alive. That's what comes with being nervous. That's why this job is the closest thing you could get to playing ball again.
I would agree.
Don't you think?
I've calmed down since earlier in my career. Earlier in my career, I was a total mess throughout the whole game. Now it's kind of like I try to settle into a game, but still, before I come up here, I'm nervous.
Yes, that's real.
And I think that's a good thing.
I would agree. Camargo with a routine fly ball, although pretty well hit to the warning track, and 2 men down. I can vouch for that for both of you guys, because I think when we're down in our room, in our conference room, and we're preparing for the broadcast, we're discussing things that might happen in the game, things that have happened around baseball. And you guys are locked in like you're already on the air.
I'm telling you.
Already broadcasting the game.
I could go right back right now to this moment, because we're on TV and the nervousness you get. When I left the gate out of that bullpen, when I started or relieved, I'd be so nervous, I'd say, I guess this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? This is why they pay you to do what you do. even though I loved it, you know, and it happened every time. I can't imagine not having that feeling.
Right. If you don't have that feeling, you probably shouldn't be in it.
I could not agree more. Inciarte has gone 0 for 2. He has fly to left and grounded out to second. So 5-5 tie in the 6th. And the 1-1. Spun him around. It's one of the Braves staff, I think, that went up there to grab that baseball. Home run by Duvall moments ago, his second of the night.
It's a player.
Yeah.
It's like a player that's going up there, yeah, for the Braves.
Oh, yeah. That's nice of him.
It's a long walk. Backhanded here by Dahlbeck. Nice play. Gets the out at first base. Side retired, but we're tied up 5-5.
This is Jackie Bradley at his best. Both sides of the ball. The first one, a little leaping catch there by the Green Monster. Makes it look routine. Then he goes bridge over the Green Monster. His third home run of the season just got in.
Right off that top shelf. So JBJ 1 for 2. And back to a tie ball game with Atlanta. Tyler Matzik got to the bullpen. He's a strikeout guy. 21 strikeouts to lead the National League among left-handed relievers.
You know, he actually spent some time in independent baseball before getting another chance at the big leagues.
Got the strike there, 1-1.
That ball's high. Seen a lot of high pitches called strikes.
A lot of high strikes, yeah.
It's Wendelstedt.
Yep.
We've got the same 4 guys all the time. We get to know them.
I really do feel like the Red Sox are being followed.
Yeah, we're due for Torres pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
He's done a lot of our games, too.
It's pretty much the same 8 guys.
I think baseball's smart, though. They keep in the umpires, I think, you know, these certain zones.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Keeping them to certain quadrants.
Yeah, we got JoJo over there, third tonight, don't we?
We've had Joe a lot.
Yeah, we have. I like JoJo.
Yeah, get back, JoJo.
Yeah.
Joe West. Well, the Braves can't figure out Jackie Bradley Jr. He's hit safely in 11 in a row against them. That's a strike.
So, yeah, once again, ball up out of the zone.
I thought at first he called it on a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like he's going to go after it and holds up. Throws the head at it, but it didn't go through. He thinks he's ready to take his gear off.
At the bottom of the zone, but that was called a ball, so ball 4. Leadoff man on, our Rockland Trust relationship brought to you by Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Notable Braves with Red Sox connections. And among them, Mark Melanson, right-hand pitcher, appeared in 41 games for the Red Sox in 2012. And DeMarlo Hale, first base coach, of course, with the Red Sox 2010 and 11, and third base coach before that. In there for a strike on Bobby D. Struck out and grounded out.
The Red Sox brought Dahlbeck up last year at the end of the season just to kind of get him to be around a big league team and be in the clubhouse. Get used to being, you know, a major leaguer, and didn't play, obviously. Now he's up with an opportunity to prove himself at the big league level in this unique season.
And perhaps win a job for next year.
Didn't he go on some international travel team? Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
Because I remember he hit a home run or something. I happened to see it somewhere.
Why doesn't that surprise me that you were up late one night at probably 2 in the morning and he hit a home run in like Beijing or something?
I'm telling you, something weird.
And you knew about it and remembered it.
Bobby D. That's why I dropped it on him.
He'll rake that one foul.
He's been late on a lot of fastballs.
A lot of fastballs, yeah. Yes, he has. The home run he hit was to the opposite field. Kind of got wind blown a little bit that day.
But a good fastball gets by him.
And a 1-2. He'll lift that one in the shallow right center. Racing out Camargo. Made a fine play over the shoulder. And he'll flip into second base. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stay put.
That's a great play right there by Camargo because he's going as hard as he can. The ball is over his shoulder, and he's got the outfielders coming in to try to take over. The concentration to make a catch like that is just remarkable.
Boy, have we seen a lot of these plays? This homestand, second baseman trying to go out to the outfield.
Yeah.
Robles, remember, for Washington, was playing deep, and his second baseman kept coming out there.
You got to go as hard as you can until you're called off by the outfielder.
A nice play there. Runner at first base. Peraza now. He's gone 0 for 2. As we are tied 5-5 in the finale of this series. Red Sox continuing a 10-day, 11-game homestand. And still, after tonight, have 5 remaining, all with the Blue Jays. Well, that's a very, very big series for Toronto. With so few games left. Play on, down to second. Jackie's safe. Got that left hand in there.
Well, he swept that tag. I don't know if he got there in time. The throw was the opposite side of the bag, but great tag there by Camargo. Watch this. Boom.
That throw almost hit the pitcher as it was going by him. There's a slide away from the tag.
Ooh, I told you. That was a good tag. Might have got his hand. They got to take a peek, don't they?
Yeah, they are
that
going
was a
to.
fast tag right there.
Great tag.
Yeah, if they look at that, that may go the other way.
They are taking a look. This play is under review.
And even if he doesn't get him, that is a great tag. That is, after making that catch in center field and then making this tag.
I mean, he's doing the splits.
I mean, my goodness.
When he makes that catch and then comes across the bag with control of the baseball and makes the tag, I got a feeling this one might go against the Red Sox.
I'm not saying anything. I think he's out.
Camargo signaled immediately for the Braves bench that he wanted a review, and he looks very confident that Jackie's going to be out.
Well, if he gets the out call on that, that's 2 great plays he's made this inning.
Take another look.
Swipe.
I mean, that
I think
tells
he's
it
out.
right there. Boom.
Then the hand got in.
That's a Javi Baez tag.
Yeah, quick.
So they take a long, long look in the replay command center. Unless somebody went out for a soft drink or something, is late getting back into the command center. This is taking a while. I mean, for us, it's pretty evident.
It seems to me to be. On first look, I thought he was safe, but when I got a chance to look at the replay, that was a great tag.
Well, you know, you get a tie game in the 6th inning. It's a big play.
It's a big play.
So they want to make sure. Here's your answer. Safe. How about that?
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I think the Sox caught a break there.
Yeah, I believe they did too.
I guess that's why it took so long.
Look at Jackie. He just made a face toward Camargo like, you know, maybe I got away with one.
Another angle.
Yeah, I still think he's out. But not Joe West and company.
So upheld as a stolen base. Only 1 out.
I have been wrong all year.
You've had a tough year, yeah.
I've had a tough year. I have. I'll get better.
You've got a few weeks left.
I'm going to try to get better.
You got the yips right now.
I got to try to get better.
You do.
I said I wasn't going to say anything, and I did, so that makes it worse.
You have the replay yips.
I do.
0-2 pitch. Just missed downstairs at 95. So the Sox have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Red Sox were up 3-0. Braves came back tied at 3-3. Sox went up 4-3 and then 5-3. And then Atlanta came back and tied it again. Peraza with a strikeout and a flyout. It's been pretty cold with the bat here in recent days. On deck, Verdugo has been as hot as you can be. One-two from the lefty. Roped, but he hit it foul off into the stands.
This week on Dining Playbook, Billy and Jenny show you all the great places to go on Lansdowne Street to still get you a fill of the Fenway experience. Catch Dining Playbook Saturday morning at 9, driven by New England Chevy dealers.
Bradley at second. And grateful to be there. 1-2. Passed him 95 miles an hour to strike him out. 2 away. And the top of the order in Verdugo.
Red Sox got a pretty good heater, doesn't he? A little carry on it. 95 right by Peraza. And this is a guy that makes contact.
Verdugo has not made an out. He's walked and scored, doubled and singled and scored. Up to 320 for the batting clip.
Guy's always dirty. Always dirty.
I think that's why he slowed down when he scored that run earlier. He just wanted to dive.
Wanted to dive in the home plate.
Get dirty again.
He did. There's no doubt.
He likes to be filthy.
Loves that head first slide.
Two gone.
Reminds me when I was in high school and I didn't play football, but have that Thanksgiving Day game, you know, and the kids that never played, like after the game would run to jump in the mud so they looked like they played. Show their girlfriends that, look at this.
Yeah.
I didn't see you in the game. No, I was in it.
This kid is always dirty. In that sense, he reminds me of Dustin Pedroia.
Every Pedroia uniform has to be stained with Fenway dirt.
That's for sure. Bradley ready to score on a hit. 1-1. Tried to hold up and did, said Joe West.
He sold it to JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo was getting a little heat out of the dugout, I think, to look in there.
I bet.
A lot of umpires do that. You know, after they make a call at first or third,
He held up.
they'll peek into the dugout, see if anybody's going to say anything. You better not say anything.
He better duck.
Say it and duck.
'96 fouled into the mitt, and it's 2-2.
He can get it up there.
Devers hoping to swing in this inning. 5-5 ball game. Two home. Won't chase it. So he's run it full on Verdugo. just been mashing lefties. Bradley off the bag at second. And a swing and a miss, and you heard the disappointment in Verdugo's voice at the end. One man left.
Virtual appearances and video messages. Have him send a special message or drop in your virtual party. Book Wally today at redsox.com/virtualwally.
A little wet at Fenway earlier tonight in particular. We go to the top half of the 7th inning, a 5-5 game.
You know, Wally ought to drop in on one of our broadcasts.
Yeah. Get Walter in here for a segment.
So you could put his hat on again.
I want to put his hat on again, yeah.
That stinky uni he's probably got on too, huh?
I don't even want to think about that.
I don't know why I just thought of that. I saw him come in here, the green room once a couple of years ago.
Oh, did you?
And he left his gear in there. It was stinky. It's like hockey gear, right? You think about it.
It's not easy being out there all day.
I mean, really?
100 degrees under that thing. Swanson's gone 0 for 3. Top of the order here for Atlanta. He has struck guys, also flied out 2 times. Braves have had another multi-home run night from a player. Adam Duvall with a pair of blasts, both 2-run shots. It was Ozuna last night with 3. That's a strike.
You don't think you want to throw a slider upstairs like that, do you? I mean, if ball's wants to throw it away, it's up middle.
I think he's very fortunate he got away with no swing on that.
And a 2-2. Ooh, he thought about it. Freeman's 2 for 3. He's on deck. And Triggs gets him. He strikes him out. Second time for Swanson tonight. He's 0 for 4. Let's go to Guerin.
Well, Opie, this week we are highlighting the Red Sox Foundation, and tonight the faces behind home plate are the dedicated staff and volunteers of the DeMock Center. The DeMock Center is Boston's second largest community health center located in the Roxbury neighborhood of the city. The DeMock Center delivers integrated primary health care, behavioral health services, substance use disorder treatment, and early education programs, all on one campus to nearly 20,000 Boston residents. The DeMock Center predominantly serves low-income African-American and Latinx communities in Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan, Hyde Park, and Jamaica Plain, the communities hardest hit by the current COVID-19 pandemic. And the DeMock Center has a free COVID-19 testing site open to all. You can visit dmock.org to make an appointment to be tested. Guys.
Okay, Garrett, thank you very much. Freeman, 2 singles and a strikeout looking tonight. Bases empty, 1 down for Atlanta. We're in the 7th inning. And this one up for grabs. Triggs out of the bullpen. And fouled away. We mentioned it earlier tonight, in case you missed the news, the passing of Hall of Famer Tom Seaver, who won 311 games in a spectacular career. Won a Rookie of the Year, 3-time Cy Young Award winner. 1969 World Series champion with the New York Mets, one of the great stories in baseball history. That particular season. Over 3,600 career strikeouts.
Yeah, I saw him pitch in Candlestick Park in 1967, his rookie year.
Tom, terrific. 3-1 fouled away. When he went into the Hall of Fame in 1992, he was named on 98.8% of the ballots cast by the baseball writers. It was the highest voting percentage ever at that time, and he was immensely proud of that he was tops on that particular category for a long, long time. And a high fly ball, left center field, moving on over Jackie Bradley Jr. And 2 down. I'll tell you something else that, you know, having worked with Tom, he was really, really proud of, and that was the brief time he spent wearing a Red Sox uniform. He loved pitching in Boston, and it was at the end of his career, and he was pretty much done. he could still help a little bit, but he knew he wasn't the guy he used to be. That was long since over. But he loved the passion of Red Sox fans, how cool it was to pitch in the museum that was Fenway Park. He adored it. He loved the experience.
I remember.
He's very valuable also to other pitchers on that team. You know, obviously with his experience and what he had been through, you know, in his baseball life. I mean, he had tons of information for these guys, and they would kind of flock to him just to, you know, listen to him talk.
And I remember a picture of him with Carlton Fisk when he won his 300th game as a White Sox against the Yankees. Completed a game against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, and he was hugging Carlton.
Yeah. He had thrown 5 one-hitters in his career and lost them late, you know, very, very late. Came real close. He finally threw the no-hitter. He never talked about the no-hitter. He always talked about the 5 and how those ended that he didn't get. There's Ozuna jumping all over another one. He torches one out of Fenway again for the 3rd time in 2 nights. Marcell Ozuna, who now has 12 home runs, out to the Mass Pike.
Well, that'll stop you in your tracks. I mean, we've seen this trot for the 4th time now, and every one of them has been a blast, hasn't it? And I don't mean a blast in a good thing, but I'm talking about, look at this. Comes inner half, Jerry. You get a ball in on him, he will lose it.
See where his front foot was? It was heading down the 3rd base line. It's almost like he was looking for something inside that he could turn around.
He just doesn't miss it.
I mean, wow. I mean,
we've went wow a lot. Some of these,
right into his power right there.
So the 3rd Atlanta home run tonight. They're on top 6-5. And Ozuna with a dozen already.
Boy, he likes Fenway Park.
Oh. He's been spectacular in the series. Check swing and a foul ball by Markakis, who's gone 0 for 3.
I tell you, I swear he was looking for something inside, because if you look at that replay, you look at his front foot, he was actually, he had his foot heading down that 3rd base line like he was looking for something middle in, and he got it.
And the guy's crossfiring too and leaves one on the inner half.
Yeah.
They may not get him to the airport. He may want to hang around Boston for a while. As mentioned, he will be a free agent at the end of the year.
Watch his foot. Look at it, right down the 3rd base line. And see you later.
How do you look in there? I mean,
I don't know.
Looking in?
He must have expected something in there.
6 for 13, 4 home runs and a double. He's driven in 8. 1-2. Slap to the right side. Peraza in plenty of time, but the Braves are back in front 6-5.
Hey, Sox fans, this is the 7th inning stretch brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim. Did you know that stretching can improve your circulation? So give those muscles some movement. Get up and stretch. OB, are you stretched in the studio? I hope you are.
I'm doing a little stretching, and trying to keep the hammies limber, which is not a pretty sight, but we're doing what we can. As you know, Garen, these games tend to be on the long side, but we do what we have to do. And this one has gone 6-5 Atlanta here in the 7th inning. With Rafael Devers leading things off, Red Sox trying to get back to even. He has gone 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Bogarts and then Martinez to follow. Atlanta will get Shane Green active in their bullpen. And Ryan Brazier starting in the Boston bullpen. In there for strike 3. 1 out for Boston in the 7th.
Tune in Friday at 2:30 p.m. to Friday Night Fenway, presented by Budweiser. This week, Nesson and Budweiser check out the Boston area where you can enjoy an ice-cold Bud while watching the game. Budweiser, Major League Beer.
Well, the Braves manager Snitker out to take the baseball away. He'll go back to his bullpen. We will take the break as well. Atlanta Report is brought to you by William Ravis Real Estate. Notable milestones on the homestand. And among them, Bobby Dahlbeck with his home run and his Major League debut. One man away. Sean Green now into the ballgame, right-handed for the Braves to take on Xander Bogaerts, with J.D. Martinez after him. Shane Green.
This is 3 appearances in the last 4 days for Green. Sinker, slider, cutter.
And a high bounding ball to third. Riley will have to fire. 2 down.
He showed a nice arm across the diamond there, didn't he? High bounce. Came up right over the top and threw a strike to first base.
So with 2 away, it'll be Martinez. J.D. with a good night going, with an RBI double and an RBI single. Trying to string a few of these nights together and get started again. Sox down by 1. Got jammed that time. Another throw here for Riley. And right on the money, and that'll do it. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Alexis strikeout hunger program. Hot enough for you. We'll cool off with a delicious Dunkin' iced coffee. The Red Sox in America run on Dunkin'. And by William Ravis, the official real estate company of the Boston Red Sox. Back at Fenway, Jerry Remy, Dennis Eckersley, and Dave O'Brien with Garen Austin from the ballpark. Call to the bullpen presented by your New England Ford dealers. Ryan Brazier now in. About to take on 5, 6, and 7 here for Atlanta. Braves up by a run. Travis d'Arnaud has started an inning with a base hit previously. That was the 6th, and he came in to score. He was on base when Adam Duvall blasted his 2nd long home run of the game. Ozuna has also homered since then. Turning on that one, he fouls it away.
Setting fastball and just way ahead of it.
Way out in front of that.
My goodness.
Austin Riley on deck. So getting late at Fenway, the Braves with eyes on a sweep of this 3-game series. And a 1-1 to d'Arnaud. Off the end of the bat, foul.
And pumping in heaters tonight.
Yeah, I mentioned, a few times that the last 3 or 4 times Brazier's been out there that fastball's been a little bit quicker than it was earlier in the season.
Yeah, you can tell he's feeling it too.
Looking for the K here on the number 5 hitter. Can't get it past him. Tomorrow night, Toronto in town. And they may never leave. They're going to be here for 5 games all the way through to Sunday. Martin Perez against Walker. There's a chance to be a very good matchup.
Taijuan Walker, the guy they got from the Mariners, right?
Yep, he's 3-2, the 3.27 ERA. Pretty good battle going here with the Atlanta catcher. And then for both games of the doubleheader and Saturday and Sunday, the single games, not one pitcher is showing up as working yet. Nobody announced yet as a starting pitcher in those games.
But we do promise you they'll have one.
Somebody will be throwing the baseball. He'll pop it up, and Brazier will win that fight. Darno is out. One man gone in the 8th. Time for Coors Light beating the pressure. Austin Riley in his last 12 games. This includes a double. Does not include a double tonight. 378 with 3 home runs. One for 3 in this one. And he'll take a ball. Couple of seasons, the National League has not been what it typically is for the Red Sox. It's been a lot harder to beat. Sox are 15-16 against the NL since the start of last year.
Tight little slider. Luckily, it's down. Powerful swing by Riley.
For a long time, the Red Sox just flat had their way with the National League, including the Braves. Dave Bush there, first-year pitching coach, to the left of Ron Renicky on your screen there. And, you know, Ron's been asked a little bit lately about Dave Bush and how do you judge your pitching coach in a year like this. And Ron said, I think he's done a good job. I know the results have been very bad for the Red Sox pitching staff. They don't get any worse than this, but how do you judge a pitching coach?
Could you imagine being a pitching coach in this situation? It's a no-win situation.
Yeah,
just like
pitches,
Renicky.
Different pitches coming up every day.
Yeah. And you can't really, you know, be in their face, literally. You know,
right.
2-2. Oh, he made a good pitch. 96 at the knee to strike him out. And Riley will take a seat.
I thought Renicky today was very reflective on the season in his Zoom call with the media. And there were times I felt bad for him. I really did. You know, talking about how, you know, how tough it is to communicate with the players, and times he would call meetings where you just can't do that right now. And they asked him about, you know, how hard he's taking this. And I know he's an avid reader, you know, and he goes after the game and he just reads, and, you know, he says he falls asleep fine, and he says, but wakes up next morning and it's on his mind again.
Duvall with a high fly ball, center field, backing up. JBJ turning around. He's done it again. Another home run for Adam Duvall. That gives the Atlanta Braves back-to-back games where somebody hits 3 home runs. Last night it was that guy, Ozuna. Tonight it's Adam Duvall with a 3-homer game in the 2nd, in the 6th, and again here in the 8th.
fastball cross seam, fastball middle. I thought he skied it. I didn't think he got enough of it. But this is a strong dude.
Got 8 now total on the season. That includes the 3 tonight.
If there was a screen there, then normally there's a screen right there. It would have hit the screen.
Yeah. Used to catch those fly balls.
That's impressive. Back-to-back nights.
That's a guy who is hitting $115 in his last, 7 ball games. He got well tonight with 3 home runs.
3 home runs, 5 ribbies.
I mean, they've killed us. You talk about him, Riley, and Ozuna.
Camargo 1 for 3. So the Braves flash and lumber. So
there you go. Go sit down next to him. Huh? Look at him.
Yeah, see what it feels like?
See? Hey.
6 home runs combined in 2 nights. You know, when Ozuna did it last night, it was the first time in the history of Fenway Park a National League player had done that. So back-to-back nights they do.
Back-to-back nights. Ozuna's telling him right now, mine went a lot farther.
Exactly right. Mine get the back wall, man. Dude, that's nothing.
In there for a strike. Camargo thought he had a walk.
Tell you what, that might be the first run that Brazier's given up for a while. You see this 3-0 pitch that's outside. He gets the call, but Brazier hadn't given up anything about the last 7 or 8 appearances.
Braves up 7-5, and that'll be ball 4. And all of their last 4 runs in the game have been on the strength of home runs.
The MLB app is the only place to get all your baseball action, breaking news, game day live, pitch by pitch, and much more. Download the MLB app today, the official app of Major League Baseball.
Ciarte 0 for 3.
Red Sox have given up 65 home runs.
Well, you put the home runs together with all the walks the Red Sox have issued, and 12 and 24 is not a mystery, particularly with the up and down offensive performances that were unexpected. Atlanta trying to go to 22 and 14. They look like a ball club starting to round into form. Camargo on with 2 down, 7-5 Atlanta. And Brazier home with a 2-1 to the number 9 hitter. Flick foul. The Red Sox have not won a game all season long in which they trailed after 7 innings. They're 0-21. 0-23, trailing after 8, and a fly ball to Verdugo. He'll make the.
If it's time for Red Sox baseball, then it's definitely time for Dunkin' Iced Coffee, brewed to make your day. It's time to make the coffee. America and Red Sox Nation runs on Dunkin'. OB, I think it is always time for coffee.
It is around here, that's for sure. We are wearing out the Dunks. 7-5 Atlanta as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Duvall with a 3 home run game, following on the heels of Ozuna, who did it last night at Fenway. They're going to bring on Chris Martin for his 10th appearance of the season. He'll get Plawecki, Chavis, and Bradley. So the Braves have powered their way to a 7-5 advantage. Plawecki 0 for 3. He's popped up, flied out, and struck out. And the Sox catcher takes strike 1 at 94.
Yeah, Martin last year split time between Atlanta and Texas. Injured list for a little time this season.
Missed off the edge at 95 miles an hour, 1-1. Rays up 5-1 on the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th. Up the middle, but that's where Camargo is, a bit to his right. He throws him out, 1 gone. Time now for our high-strength steel play, brought to you by your New England Chevy dealer.
This is the 3rd home run Duvall hits off of Brazier. High fastball It's a dead center field, 401 feet. Gets out of here. Might have been the shortest of 3 home runs. What a night.
Chavis did drive in a run in the first inning when the Sox took a 3-0 lead on Atlanta, and it was on a sac fly. Since then, he has grounded out and struck out. Matt Barnes up in the Sox bullpen. That Rays-Yankees season series has gotten very hot and top heavy in Tampa Bay's favor. It's going that way again tonight. I don't think the Yankees like it very much.
Tampa Bay 25-12 coming in. Ooh.
Yeah, win, and they open up a 4.5 game lead. Rays have been a really good road team. With a win tonight, they go to 14-7 on the road. Now, for both of you, what's your guess that when we get to postseason play, when the playoffs begin in October, we will have a bubble format like the NBA and the NHL have done?
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind they're going to do that.
Yeah,
You can't waste this.
It's really starting to feel that way.
Where that'll be, multiple sites probably, remains to be seen.
Well, they're talking about the American League being on the West Coast and the National League being in Texas.
They say that?
Texas, brand new ballpark, you know, with a retractable dome.
As you also have Houston.
California, don't worry about the weather very much.
No.
One, 2 on the way. Foul tipped and held. That's a strikeout. 2 down. Time for the Geico makes it look easy play of the game.
Now Jackie Bradley getting a fastball, one of those cross seamers that he takes out of the ballpark, picks up his 3rd home run of the season. This coming back in the 4th inning. Jackie, so he's been doing it against left-handed pitchers. Also made a fine catch in this ball game tonight.
And he has stolen a base after taking a walk in the 6th inning. He may have gotten a break on that. They did go to review, and he was ruled safe, but not too sure. In any event, it is a steal. 0-1. In good company with Ellis Burks, who was with us as a guest earlier this season.
I wonder who our next guest is. We don't know for a long time. They surprise us.
Gets to guess.
Yes.
We should have that every night as a part of our programming.
What was the old television show? What's My Line? Was that what it was? Where you
tell the truth?
Was it to tell the truth?
One or the other.
Where you'd ask, you know, the panel was blindfolded.
Yeah.
So they didn't know who it was. So it might be Joe DiMaggio.
Right.
You'd have to ask questions.
Yeah, you're dating yourself again there too.
No,
right?
no, I've seen these on, you know, really, really old
I remember those.
Yeah,
TV
so
shows.
Yeah.
We could do that. We could have our guest off stage and, you know, ask questions. But we had Rich Gedman on tonight. Recently, we had John Smoltz last night. We had Cal Ripken Jr. on not long ago.
It's a good list.
Yeah, darn good list. Roger Clemens, Wade Boggs.
I mean, think about it. I tried to get Reggie, but he dissed me. No, he just couldn't find the time in his busy schedule.
Yeah, what was that all about? I thought there was a code among Hall of Famers that you have to do anything another Hall of Famer asks you to do.
Well, he led me to believe that, you know, call me tomorrow, and it's like, hey, yes or no, bounce around. You know what I mean? He was busy. Ooh.
Martin slows it down, scooped up, and the play got him at first base in a bang-bang play. Jackie looking over his shoulder. And let's see if the Red Sox decide to challenge this bang-bang play at first base.
And he's digging that last stride. Ooh.
Well, that's close. That's a big stretch at first base, too, by Freeman.
Red Sox have decided not to take a look at that. They won't challenge it. It winds up a 1-2-3 inning.
Why not?
Smile Can. Keep your employees smiling with great coverage that fits your budget. Delta Dental. Dedicated to dental. Dedicated to you.
Freddie Freeman's on our smile camera every night.
He should be.
Yeah. He's having the time of his life.
Top 9, 7-5 Braves. They've out-hit the Sox 10-7. They've also hit 4 home runs this evening, 3 of those by right fielder Adam Duvall, giving the Braves 2 consecutive nights where one player has hit 3 at Fenway Park. Matt Barnes out of the bullpen. High ERA for Matt, 5.54. Swanson to lead things off. He's gone 0 for 4.
Yeah, Barnes, he's got to get some work to stay sharp.
And a 2-0 to the Atlanta shortstop. High fly ball. That hangs up for Verdugo. And 1 away. Well, every once in a while, you'd like one back, right? Stay tuned for the Red Sox final presented by Rodenheiser Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electric. Before the game, TC, Jim, and Steve highlighted on the Rodenheiser Heat Zone. Verdugo hot in his last 4. That was all fine. But Duvall cold in his last 7. Now, that was true, but he has turned it around tonight.
They messed up that one, didn't they?
They did, I guess.
They're not always good at this.
Who would have guessed? I mean, back-to-back games with 3 home runs for one player.
And he had been, really cold for 7 games. Shattered bat, the ground ball to Devers, little bobble, recovering, not going to get him. So Devers mishandling that ground ball, the bat coming apart.
Well, I jinxed him early in the
He
game.
did it.
That ball just popped right out of his glove. Give Freeman credit on that, too, for hustling down the line. It looks like it's going to be an automatic out, little ground ball at third base. He runs hard all the way and beats it at first base.
It's true. He didn't have to go that hard.
He didn't have to go that hard, no. But you should go that hard all the time because you never know.
So an E5 brings up Ozuna. Last time up, hit another one out of Fenway Park. His 12th home run.
He just left that curveball in the inner half. It's like that's his happy zone in there.
Error number 10 for Devers, by the way, at third. Off the end of the bat, rolled to first. Up with it is Dahlback. He'll get the out. 2 gone with Freeman to second. And Markakis next.
There are some guys, that you look at the plate, and they just look like they're going to hit a home run every time up.
I used to think that of Encarnacion.
Yeah.
When he comes to the plate,
Yep.
he would just swing so hard, I was scared of him.
Bautista, too.
Yes.
Melanson.
Sheffield, back in the day, when he waggled that bat.
Yeah.
Oh, that swing.
Oh.
Nobody hit the ball harder foul than Gary Sheffield.
He had 500 home runs, man. That guy
Had a terrific career.
He did.
Nick Markakis, quiet tonight, 0 for 4. Man at second. Atlanta ahead 7-5. We're in the 9th inning. Punch foul, strike 1. Braves can sweep the series with a victory tonight, right before Toronto comes to town. And a really important series for the Blue Jays, given their playoff hopes. In there for a strike. I know it's easy to be sarcastic about it now because the Red Sox are 12-24, but what Toronto is coming in right now, they're a couple of games over 500. That was kind of the expectation for the Red Sox in a lot of circles. Now you look at it and you go, that was shooting way too high. But at the beginning of the season, you thought maybe a 500 ball club.
Yeah.
And maybe they could sneak into that last playoff.
I mean, when you know you've got 8 teams that have a shot to go in, I'm thinking, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this team can play 500.
Right.
0-2 ate him up, and he struck him out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 7-5 Braves.
For good for Twiggs in the 5th inning, a 1-2-3 inning. Started off with a punch out there of Freeman on a fastball inside, froze him, and then froze Markakis. 2 strikeouts in the inning.
Discover the insurance that meets the highest standards. Yours. Experience Amica Auto, Home, and Life Insurance. Bottom of the 9th inning, 7-5 Atlanta. Braves on the verge of a sweep. And they'll bring on the closer, Melanson. Posting a 2.84 ERA to date and a 2.27 batting average against. So the first man in against him will be Bobby Dahlbeck, who's hitless tonight. Then Peraza's scheduled to bat. He's hitless tonight. But then Verdugo has a pair of hits. So trying to get the inning to him with a base runner or two. 182 for Dahlbeck. Red Sox and Braves will conclude the regular season series with 3 games in Atlanta at the very end of the season, September 25, 26, and 27.
And the last game will be a 3 o'clock start in Atlanta.
Don't you know it, Jerry?
Bottom of the 9th, and here we go with Dahlbeck. Melanson, who had one tough season with the Red Sox, but has flourished pretty much everywhere else. Hits ahead, strike 1.
Little cutter there. Cutter and curveballs he features. Hard cutter, 93, got all of the plate. That's not a strike. Wow. I mean, he's trying to throw it in there, too. I mean, it's a front door cutter is what it is. But it's inside.
His ball is a good 3 inches, 4 inches inside.
Wendelstedt has had a big plate. All
season.
night. All season.
Every time we've seen him.
Yeah.
He held up.
Trying to put him away with that curveball.
1-2.
Back to the hook. Nasty.
Struck him out, 1 away. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by the Law Tigers, New England's motorcycle lawyers, and by Amica Insurance. Expect more from your auto, home, and life insurance. Experience Amica.
There's our booth. That's our booth at Fenway Park.
Oh, that's sad.
Man.
Isn't that sad?
Those are our stairs. That's our view.
That's our window. The guy with the key that opens.
Yeah,
Got to talk to the nice man to open the window, please.
That's our window we open at the end of June.
That nice man is Justin Long most of the time. Will come in. Sometimes Kevin Doyle. Miss those guys. It's like, missing your home. You've been away from home too long, and someone shows you a photograph of your house. You've been gone for weeks. You go, oh, man, thanks a lot for that.
Those stairs kill me, though.
Oh, yeah.
You got to squeeze through. If there's a couple people coming down, you got to.
Look how we are right now. Imagine in there. I got my dome next. You think it's bad with that camera. How about me in the other booth?
Yeah.
A little chopper and a foul ball off third. A sprawling effort by Riley, but no play. A foul ball.
Riley sprawling all over the place, and Joe West casually just points false foul. Check this out. He's sprawling after this ball.
And JoJo waved it foul. 0-2 on Peraza. Last of the ninth inning. Red Sox need some magic here tonight, or they're going to get swept by the Braves.
Peraza trying to stay away from the hat trick tonight. For him to strike out 3 times is saying something.
Yeah, he doesn't just hang around long enough to get 2 strikes on him. He's a very aggressive hitter.
Really fanned in the second inning and again in the 6th.
Front door cutter. Look at that thing.
Struck him out for the 3rd time.
That's
2
a
down.
good, great pitch.
It really is.
You just quit on it. You think it's going to be inside. That last little cut brings it right back to the inside corner. Perfect.
Time now for the Verizon player profile. Teoscar Hernandez, 2020 with Toronto, as the Blue Jays are coming to town tomorrow for the first of 5 games. He has put together a really fine year with 12 home runs, 81 total bases.
And to think that we got him up in the lineup.
Yeah, he was hitting 8th that one night.
Yeah, we said, what is he doing in 8th?
Verdugo with a good night. A walk, a double, a base hit. Here's the 0-1. Braves getting 3 home runs from Adam Duvall tonight, and another home run from Marcell Ozuna, who had 3 last night. 1-1.
Trying to change up right there. Bounced it way out in front of the plate.
Two men gone. Verdugo looking to reach for the 4th time. 2-2. Melanson not messing around, but Devers will bat next if given the opportunity. Sox have been no hit over the last 3 2/3. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. 7-5. Atlanta wins it, and the Braves sweep the Sox here at Fenway Park. Toronto coming in for the first of 5 tomorrow. TC, Jim, and Steve coming your way in just a moment.